Bilo je jednom davno. Dete pritrčava, bacaju se oko vrata i počinje da je moli. Ama, pričaj mi priču, priču o svojoj zemlji, priču o šumama, kišama, rekama. Slušaj, sve je to bilo jednom davno u zemlji koje više nema. U mojej zemlji, Darani Mandala, u samom središtu zemlje, gde se mleko i zeleniš kuvaju i pravi se gina, gde kad se slatko izlije na palmin list i poliže, uplašena krava u štali vikne Mu! Napolju neprekidno su padale kiše. Sevale su munje, tu, u detetovim očima, između priče i sećanja. Nema mnogo razlike. U priči možda ima neistinu, a sećanje bi moglo tako da postane. Ova zemlja, zemlja žena, nije tek ova ili ona zemlja. Šta to znači? Ne možeš je uzeti zdravo za gotovo. Uzet ćete u naručje, priviti uza se, nežno ljuljati. Hranit ćete svojim plodovima onima koji ćete zasititi. Tu.
Immediacy is absolute presence, which undermines and overturns everything. Immediacy is the infinite, neither close nor distant, and no longer the desired or demanded, but violent abduction, the ravishment of mystical fusion. Immediacy not only rules out all mediation, it is the infiniteness of a presence, such that it can no longer be spoken of, for the relation itself, be it ethical or ontological, has burned up all at once in a night bereft of darkness. In this night there are no longer any terms, there is no longer a relation, no longer a beyond. In this night God himself has annulled himself. Or, one must manage somehow to understand the immediate in the past tense. This renders the paradox practically unbearable. Only in accordance with such paradox can we speak of disaster. We can no more think of the immediate than we can think of an absolutely passive past. But patience in us, vis-à-vis a forgotten affliction, is the mark of this past, its oblivious prolongation. When we are patient, it is always with respect to an infinite affliction, which does not reach us in the present, but befalls by linking us to a past without memory, other's affliction, and the other as affliction.
They followed their stolen water for miles, the Birmingham Welsh. Why not? It swelled rough roads, green square hill, to which it flowed 86 miles without being pumped, through valleys, tunnels and pipes from the mountains of mid-Wales, the plaque said, and so should flow from their taps too, from Hughes and Glyn's in Endhill, whose dad carved love spoons for Hiraeth, as from our own. And it is a little Wales I increasingly gaze down on through the year's glass depths, the painful jewelled beauty of a carboy garden, chalk dust on desks, endlessly repeated M's, beans in moist jam jars, their horrid roots preternaturally distinct as if engraved. I overlook it all now, the crown of Bandywood Crescent, beaches, wheeling rooks, a vertigo of clouds, and Kingsland Road School clear as some immaculately submerged valley, as their escape by the book from mine and furnace to the further impressed on our soft inland minds is clear now, cast into relief by exile. Mrs. Scott, thick-lipped, throaty, fierce, invokes her father's hen-coops above Merthyr. Mr. Thomas grins slowly, childless, his limp glib falling yet again, his plimsoll for what we call a pump, half-heartedly falling, unlike dark-jowled beastly Mr. Williams's expert welting action. His beer and Woodbine's breath, a bardic tenor hoarse over stud-stamped waists. Is that his string vest, or an elaborate, blurring retrospect? And how so far away to see the hymn book bound in green anyway, a green hill so far away it is black, under which 3 boys sat on the playground wall, it was recalled before the tremor minutes after morning prayers. As we were opening desks and books as well, monitors still at tasks then, milk from the gate trembling in steel crates to classes ignorant of the pulsing wellspring of the tip. Our big clock, too, twitching to 9:17, hands telling of the gravity of time. Of a hill, water moves, as water moves to a hill, unbearable as love, as reservoirs filled like our heads with hurt bent in dark rows next day. Salt tears we shed, learnt from them also, or do I imagine all of this?
As reservoir life, 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 2, twitching to 9, 2, twitching to 9, 2, twitching to 9, 2, twitching to 9, 2.
Of the trembling wellspring with hope half-heartedly falling to a hill-water father's hen coops above Merthyr.
Tears we shed, learnt from tears we shed, tears we shed, learnt from tears we shed, learnt from his beer, with his beer, with his
It
beer,
swells now
with his
in the
beer,
ground
with his
on
beer,
our soft
with his
relief
beer,
into
his beer,
exile.
his beer, his beer, his beer, as reservoir, as reservoir.
I overlook found waste. Is the hymn that flowed 86 miles with hurt, being pumped, half-heartedly falling, unlike
Demand that unbearable
hands from their taps too, twitching their horrid roots preternaturally distinct, as lovers we were open.
With hurts, tears we shed, tears we shed, tears we shed, tears we shed, his beer, 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 his beer,
I overfound
twitching to 9, 2, twitching to 9, 2, twitching to 9, 2, twitching to 9, 2, twitching to 9, 2,
Of the trembling wellspring, pump half-heartedly falling to a hill-water farthest in the gates above Merthyr.
as
unbearable water.
as reservoir, as reservoir,
Why not?
as
It
reservoir,
swells now the ground for our soft relief
so
into
far
exile.
away it is, so far 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 away, so far away it is,
So far as you shed like dark rose.
People scuffle through classrooms, one looking for dawn. I stop the joy of houses above with my spade of dawns. Glow of boy who fell on pavement. I see a moving, I hear screaming, talking, face down, deafening the book. A man places his arms deep in air. I put back the roof, leave them all my life.
Women on Frank Walls, Queens on fire.
We find our throats, we will give them this. When daylight comes, there are no hymns. A knot of window eyes open, then water. Reith visited almost everybody.
Stayed in our child all day, take care.
Tata not a word.
Black marked space, this warped, chalk marked, black marked, white space. This work-life balance for children, this tumble, hear words, then words, no words. This tumble, vulnerable, this mouse cough, silent surgery, the doctor says you're sick. This generation, this generation, this generation. This for you and I all work, but you work. This singing from the stomach that is buried. This elegy, a longer elegy than usual. Mucus carries materials like chalk, coal, disaster. Mucus lubricates the spaces in between events. Mucus carries grief and silence, chokes, the fear of waves, the insomnia of waves, the space between waves, sight of forever, sight of gone, gone. Sight of choke, layover, layover, layover. Geological transport. No words of transport. Pain, layover, pain, layover. This little coal, this little cough. No more true. Nothing to be taken away, nothing to be written. No words spoken on television, no brushes with paint or no chalk. No materials to make poetry on, no materials to sing, no singing. The ground makes no improvising, nothing to discuss. No byways to the stomach, where the heart is. A poetry is chalk, a rasping for chalk. The mountain speaking is not speaking. The brash fellow feeling, and there is no speaking. There is no choking in muscle and material extraction. The children currently extracting, the children labouring.
Outflows of consummation and negation, outflows of consolation, a fissile army of suffering, bitter caramel of the cost, slow-gathering stalagmite, raw ingot pig-child clots, and it comprehends all outcomes, outlooped excrescences, Medusa firehead pierced by 1,000 little transverse spongy runoffs, bursting arterioles. But it isn't blood, it's remembering how the soul was struck and the fragile central chamber of the show home, struggling in its refuse, black water of remembrance flowing without design, but never without reason, through muscly entrails spreading out everywhere, all over the ground, fickle, intimate disaster. A master throttled by his own entrails gives way and he falls, and falls again to new fumblings, into new wards of blight. It's difficult to walk like that, torn off, sloughed off into slurry wash, into watered silk dressing gowns, because there are no wounds, just gardens where ordinary sunlight and shadows play. No roofs, only walls, no houses, only walls. A master with all addresses at his disposal, gropes for the gate, but it's difficult to find a way, because of the walls, the runoff, mitching into a tidy garden, child over child, So many between those walls, it's necessary to build more walls between walls, necessary to make room for consideration and dialogue as to how to exist without limit or beginning, wings without heads, without birds, pure of any relation to body, soaring up into solar skies, not yet resplendent, but struggling hard for resplendence, heaven-bound trajectory of the cannonball of imaginary future reckoning. Look, here we are.
ಬಸವಿ ಕೂಡ ಬಸವಿ 1 2 ಬಾಳೆಲೆ ಹರಡು 3 4 ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕು 5 6
Nije tek ova ili ona zemlja. Šta to znači? Ne možeš je uzeti zdravo za gotovo. Uzet će tu
naručiti. ಬೆಕ್ಕೆ ಮುದ್ದಿನ ಸೊಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಿ? ಕರೆದರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹಾಲು ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಯಿಸಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ. ಬೆಕ್ಕೆ ಮುದ್ದಿನ ಸೊಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಿ? ನಾಯಿ ಮರಿ ತಿಂಡಿ ಬೇಕೆ? ತಿಂಡಿ ಬೇಕು, ತೀರ್ಥ ಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕು. ನಾಯಿ ಮರಿ ನಿನಗೆ ತಿಂಡಿ ಬೇಕು, ತಿಂದು ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಮನೆಯ ಕಾಯಬೇಕು. ನಾಯಿ ಮರಿ ಕಳ್ಳ ಬಂದರೇನು ಮಾಡುವೆ? ಲೈ ಲೈ ಬೌ ಬೌ ಎಂದು ಹಾಡುವೆ.
Nekog poput nje. To su čekali. Njene šume i gore posečene, raščene. Onda je neko istetovirao katranu i odemljeno. Na sunce koje je ljubilo njeno ustala sam čela. Sad je sam sunčeva jarka žega pogađa centar. Miris njenog zelenila, sveženja hladnoća njenih reka. Sve to sećanje. Dajte se prevrće. U snu više ne čuje. Priču zemljenih sećanja.
ಪುಟ್ಟ ಮಗ ಓಡಿ ಬಂದು ಕೊರಳ ಸ್ಫಳಿಸಿ ಪೀಡಿಸುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಮ್ಮ ನನಗೊಂದು ಕಥೆ ಹೇಳು. ನಿನ್ನೂರ ಕಥೆ, ಕಾಡು, ನದಿ, ಮಳೆಯ ಕಥೆ. ಅದು ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಕಾಲದ ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಊರು. ನನ್ನೂರು ಧರಣಿ ಮಂಡಲ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಾಲು ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಕುದಿಸಿದ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ಅಂಗೈಲಿಟ್ಟು ನೆಕ್ಕಾಗ ಅಂಬ ಅಂದಿತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆಯ ಪುಣ್ಯಕೋಟಿ. ಹೊರಗೆ ಧಾರಾಕಾರ ಮಳೆ ಮಿಂಚಿತ್ತು ಪುಟ್ಟ ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. ಕಥೆಗೂ ನೆನಪಿಗೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಂತರವಿಲ್ಲ. ಕಥೆ ಸುಳ್ಳಿರಬಹುದು, ನೆನಪು ಸುಳ್ಳಾಗಬಹುದು. ಆ ಊರ ಅವಳು ಅಂತಿದ್ದವಳಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದರೆ ಅಂಥವಳು ಅಲ್ಲ ಇಂಥವಳು ಅಲ್ಲ. ಎತ್ತಿ ಮುದ್ದಾಡುತ್ತಾಳೆ, ಹಣ್ಣು ಹಂಪಲು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ತುಂಬಿಸುತ್ತಾಳೆ. ಚಿಮ್ಮುತ್ತದೆ ಜೀವಜಲ ನಿರಂತರ ತುಂಬಿ ನದಿ ಹಳ್ಳ ಕೊಳ್ಳ. ಅವಳ ನದಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿನ್ನದಂಥವು, ವಜ್ರ ವೈಡೂರ್ಯದ ಹೊಳಪು, ಕೆಂಪು, ಹಳದಿ, ನೀಲಿ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆರೆತು ಆಡಿದ ಚಕ್ಕಂದ
In her
ಕೂಸಿಗೀಗ ಕಣ್ಣ ತುಂಬ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಕೂಸಿಗೀಗ ಕಣ್ಣ ತುಂಬ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಕನಸು ಬೀಳುತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ಕನಸು ಬೀಳುತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ಕತೆಗೂ ಕನಸಿಗೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಂತರವಿಲ್ಲ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಸುಳ್ಳಿನ ಮೂಲ ಅವಳ ಗುಡ್ಡ ಕಡಿದು ಡಾಂಬರಿನ ಹಚ್ಚೆ ಹೊಯ್ದು ಸಿಂಗರಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ ಆ ಗುಡ್ಡಗಳ ನೆತ್ತಿಗಿಳಿದು ಸೂರ್ಯ ಮುತ್ತಿಡುವುದು ಈಗೊಂದು ಕತೆ ಸುಡುವ ಬಿಸಿಲು ನೆತ್ತಿ ಸೀಳುವಾಗ ಅವಳ ಹಸಿರಿನ ಕಂಪು ತಂಗಾಳಿಯ ತಂಪು ನದಿಯ ನೀರಿನ ತೇವ ಈಗೊಂದು ನೆನಪು ಪುಟ್ಟ ಮಗ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬದಲಿಸುತ್ತಾನೆ ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಕಾಲದ ಕಥೆಯ ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಕಾಲದ ನೆನಪಿನ ಕಥೆಯನ್ನು ಕೇಳದೇ ಮರೆಯುತ್ತಾನೆ.